Johnny Nelson is not the most articulate pundit in the world. Sometimes he can struggle to explain himself, and as a result, some of the things that he says can be misconstrued. And I disagree with a lot of the stuff that Johnny Nelson says, but I agree with him from time to time. In this particular instance here, he's done an interview with Seconds Out, and he gives an absolutely fantastic breakdown of Tyson Fury's psychology and the types of mind games he tries to play with his opponents. Now look, I've got no issue with Tyson Fury playing mind games on his opponents. All's fair in love and war. It's one of Tyson Fury's strong points as a fighter is the way that he messes with his opponent's head. The issue I have with Tyson Fury, and the main reason for me criticizing him over the years, is because he tries to play these mind games on the public, okay? Leave that out and stick to playing mind games on the opponents who you've signed to fight. Now, he speaks in this interview, Johnny Nelson, about something he read. He doesn't know whether it's true, but he read that as soon as Tyson Fury signed to fight Alexander Usyk, or negotiations started, Tyson Fury supposedly invited Usyk to go on holiday with him. Like his family, Usyk's family, to go on holiday together. And Johnny Nelson, apparently Usyk refused. Johnny Nelson thinks that this was an attempt by Tyson Fury to kind of soften Alexander Usyk up a little bit. You know, do the good cop, bad cop routine, but with one person. And so he also goes through some of the things that Tyson Fury did in the run-up to various previous fights, and he explains, again, what the psychology was going on there. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch this interview with Johnny Nelson. It's just over 33 minutes long, but the part that I'm referring to starts around, I don't know, let's say the 23-minute mark, lasts for 5-6 minutes or something like that, where he's talking about Tyson Fury's psychology. So well worth checking out. Gives you a very good insight into what Tyson Fury tries to do with his opponents. He is basically trying to figure out what type of character the opponent is, and based upon what character they are, he will tailor his approach accordingly. So certain types of characters, he might think, okay, I can bully this guy, and that's the best way to actually psychologically defeat him before we even get in the ring. In other instances, he wants to play Mr. Nice Guy. He wants to lead the opponent on to a full sense of security and then spring a surprise on them in the ring. So he likes to, again, get a feel of what the opponent is like as a person. But with Alexander Usyk, he's giving Fury nothing to work with. He's not biting at any of the things that Fury is attempting. And I think that's the reason that Tyson Fury has been uncharacteristic. One of the reasons that Tyson Fury has been uncharacteristically aggressive, agitated, not so much in the press conference that he did the other week, but certainly at the kickoff press conference. I think it's a combination of not being, and I think the aggressive behavior towards Usyk at the press conference was partly down to Fury trying something different to see if he could get a reaction out of Usyk, but also because I think Fury feels anxious himself for reasons I've spoken about in previous videos. I think Fury has had injuries and niggles, and he's not sure whether he can perform to his best, and that is making him a little anxious. Perhaps he's not performing the way he wants to in the gym. On top of that, he wants to try and get Alexander Usyk rattled. You see, that's my take on it. I want to do another video. I will do another video talking about some footage. It's a little clip that's come out. It's got Tyson Fury shadow boxing in the ring, and this is 3 weeks out or something from the Usyk fight. And many people are commenting that Fury looks like he's put the weight back on. Well, I never bought the idea that Tyson Fury had lost the amount of weight that people were claiming. But again, I'll talk about that in a separate video. So back to this one now. Johnny Nelson talking about Tyson Fury's psychology, the various tactics he uses. And as I've said already in this video, that is one of Tyson Fury's strong suits. He is the master of mind games. I don't say that in a pejorative sense, okay? When it comes to how he deals with his opponents, I'm very much saying that as a compliment. Muhammad Ali was another one of these guys who was a master of mind games. And there have been various fighters over the years who are very, very good at it. Tyson Fury's definitely up there with that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you've seen this video, if you've heard Johnny Nelson's breakdown of Tyson Fury's psychology. Also, let me know what you think of Johnny Nelson's dream. Johnny Nelson is basically claiming that he has prophetic dreams, right? He has precognitive dreams. Let's just put it that way, rather than calling them prophetic. Precognitive dreams where something will happen in a dream and then it will manifest in real life. Now, personally, I'm convinced that this is a thing. I've met people, I've known people very, very well who I've observed them have a dream about something and then it happens. I mean, something totally unlikely, okay? And it happened frequently enough for me to be convinced that there's something weird going on there, right? This person who didn't profess to be any kind of psychic or anything like that, it's just I knew them well and they would always, have these dreams and then speak about it and then all of a sudden the thing happens. Very strange. Johnny Nelson is saying the same thing. He had a dream. I have a dream. Martin Luther King. He had a dream about the Tyson Fury. Well, first of all, let me rewind. He had a dream about one of his fights when he was still fighting. And he said that the exact thing that he dreamed, which was a very unlikely scenario, happened precisely in real life, okay? One of his fights. Absolutely to the T, the way it happened in the dream is what manifested in real life. And he told Brendan Ingle about it beforehand. And with the Tyson Fury Usyk fight, he thinks that there's going to be a controversial decision. This is what he dreamt, should I say. In his dream, there was a controversial decision and Tyson Fury was very upset. And Johnny Nelson isn't sure whether Fury was upset in his dream because he got a decision that he didn't deserve and everybody was booing him, or he didn't get a decision that he did deserve and he was complaining about it. You see, but for some reason, Johnny Nelson in his dream saw Tyson Fury very upset after the fight and there was a controversial decision. Let's hope that his dream doesn't come true this time, because the last thing we want is a controversial decision. Either way, I don't want to see Usyk get an unjust win in his favor on the scorecards or Tyson Fury get an unjust win in his favor on the scorecards. I don't want to be in a position where after the fight we're saying maybe Mauricio Sulaiman was right all along and we should have had 5 judges. I don't want to be in that position. I want fair judging for both guys. Never mind all the criticism I have for Tyson Fury, very justifiable criticism because of the way he messes about and tries to con the public, right? Tyson Fury is a fantastic fighter. I've always said he's a fantastic fighter. And I am a fair person. Yeah, no fighter is below praise and no fighter is above criticism. If Tyson Fury deserves to win the fight on points and he gets jobbed, I'm going to tell you that he got jobbed. I'm not going to sit here and, laugh and say, ha ha ha, when I know deep down in my heart that it was a bad decision. I'm not going to do that at all. That's not what I do here. If Tyson Fury gets jobbed on the cards, I'm going to tell you that he got jobbed on the cards. Yeah? So let's hope that doesn't happen to him. Let's hope that doesn't happen to Usyk, and that we're free of controversy. We get a nice, clean, definitive winner. But yeah, check out this interview with Johnny Nelson and let me know what you guys think. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers to my Patreon page. I cover loads of different topics in my weekly podcast, as you can see on screen right now, from current events to deep dives down the rabbit hole and everything in between. I'm really enjoying the feedback and the discussions we've been having on there lately. So if you'd like to join the conversation, just click the link in the description box below. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.